class number 8 from the Old Testament, the Babylonian confusion and the emergence of paganism, taken from Genesis chapter 11. Now after the flood, the descendants of Noah lived together not far from Mt Ararat in the Mesopotamia and now Iraq area. There is a lot of scientific evidence that the origins of modern civilization come from there. The generation of Cham, as the most audacious, seized a leading position. Noah's great-great-grandson Nebrod, who founded the Babylonian kingdom, was Chamite. Assur, who later found the Assyrian kingdom, was Chamite too. All right. So the generation of Cham, as the most audacious, seized a leading position. Noah's great-great-grandson Nebrod, who founded the Babylonian kingdom, was Chamite. Assur, who later founded the Assyrian kingdom, was Chamite also. So during Nebrod, people mastered the technology of building stone structures. They came up with the idea to build a tower in Babylon until the heavens, thereby making a monument to themselves, and they set about this vain but futile work. Perhaps this is how they thought to reach God, a daring idea in the spirit of Cham. God stopped this undertaking by confusing their languages. Before that, all people spoke the same language, according to legend, Hebrew. But now they could not understand each other and had to stop communicating and scattered into different lands with their closest relatives. This separation became a quarantine measure so that the negative influence of Chamites and other impious and impudent people would not immediately spread to all humanity, as it had happened in antediluvian times. The unity of people outside of God on the basis of carnal human values leads to spiritual degradation, and we can trace these trends even in our own time. When the communication of people again became necessary for their unification into a united church, God miraculously gave the gift of linguistics to the apostles. Note that modern science cannot prove the natural origin of languages because, like mind, life, and matter, they appeared immediately out of nothing. Another proactive measure against impiety was the gradual reduction of the average lifetime of people by 10 times. Initially, a long life was determined by God in order to better transmit a pious tradition to generations, but people turned out to be much more susceptible to sin, so the reason of their longevity disappeared. The development of civilization over the next 1,000 years, from the Babylonian confusion to the time of Abraham, between 3000 to 2000 BC, showed that even despite the mentioned measures, the absolute majority of people forgot the true God. At the same time, the religious feeling originally embedded in the human soul did not disappear, but people, not without the help of the devil, began to invent such deities that suited them and justified human passions. Of course, these deities were similar to people, animals, and natural phenomena, something that people could C. None of the pagan religions could rise to the theology of the Bible, and this is one of the proofs of the divine origin of the Bible. No sacred book of the Gentiles contains serious, fulfilled prophecies unlike the Bible. And, of course, no pagan religion has scientific evidence of its faith unlike the religion of the Bible. So ends class number 8 about Babylonian confusion. Thank you for joining us. See you next time.